So what's up, guys? It's barryanakbarim and you're tuning into the barryanakbarim podcast. We talk about real life stories from real people, available on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. And I would like to wish you Happy New Year, a blessed New Year. May 2024 be a badass one compared to last year's. Yeah, you can subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. And today is special because I've invited a special guest. Every guest of mine is special. It's just that this time is special because she is the Miss World Malaysia 2018, represented Malaysia in 2018. Recently graduated with Bachelor of Laws for University Malaya. Thank you, Wikipedia. For those of you who wrote that, you've saved my life. You want to know who you are, those behind the screens of Wikipedia. But without further ado, let's welcome Larissa Ping. Welcome to the barryanakbarim podcast.
Hello.
Sorry, it was a delay. How are you?
I'm great.
How was Saturday? Like, how would you define today as?
Today was chill.
Mm-hmm.
I had a good brunch. Slept in. And sesat di Semarahan. So,
well, Jamarahan as they call it.
I hardly go to this area.
Right.
So there's a lot of construction happening, and then the roundabout is also like there's a new traffic light. So I was so confused, like how do I make a U-turn and how do I get to the other side of the road?
Right.
And then discovered a new lorong, a new road where there was an old folks home.
Oh, which road do you use? I didn't know.
I don't know. They just brought me there, and it was a big compound, and I'm like, whoa, this is a huge retirement area.
Oh, right next to Unimas, I think. It's before Unimas.
Really?
Yeah, you made a turn there.
Yeah.
Oh.
To get to the roundabout.
Oh, okay.
So that was new.
Yeah.
So that was new. I thought I knew Kuching enough, but I
Yeah.
don't. Yeah.
Discover more.
Yeah.
What was for brunch?
I had nasi goreng with crispy pork.
Oh,
And
made by mommy?
no, I ate out
Oh.
with my boyfriend, and then I was
Taken, by the way.
Yeah. So I'm like, lama si makan ya.
Right.
Sayur, si cukup sayur.
Right.
So ordered mani chai with egg, which is my favorite also.
Very kuching, mani chai.
Yeah, I'm a fan of local food.
Yeah.
I can eat any sort of local veggie, but if you ask me to eat like Caesar salad, that's the last thing I want.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's the last thing you would eat. If there is no podcast today, right, on the Saturday, what do you usually do?
I will be home and planning my upcoming week. Yeah.
You plan your weeks ahead.
I plan my months and my quarter and my year ahead.
Yo.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a habit from high school, because in my high school they used to give us diaries with like planners and stuff. So it became a habit for me to be planning ahead and then seeing how my entire month will look like, trying to not say predict, but plan what's going to happen, to manage my expectations and to see if I have enough time for something. It really helps me, and I enjoy doing it. I love managing my time. I love managing things and organizing things. So keeps me going lah. If I don't like it when my planner is empty. Yeah. So if it's empty, I know I have to do something. That's when I go like, oh no, it's a problem. Yeah.
If today were in the calendar, in the planner, were to be empty, what will you plan it out? Like, do you plan sports, recreation,
I think
leisure?
now today is like early of the year.
Yeah.
I will be planning for an upcoming family event
Okay.
or an activity with my family. Yeah, that's the thing. I plan a lot, but doing it's like so hard.
Expectation versus reality.
I actually sit down for hours planning stuff.
Damn.
Yeah. But actually, I've been spending the past 24 hours planning my trip to Vietnam.
Okay.
So probably if there's no podcast today, I'll be doing some research about what to do, what to not do, and then plan our stay,
Ah, okay.
call up friends who wants to join.
Hmm.
Yeah. So when I travel, I'm the kind of person that will make sure I do enough research, because I don't like to travel somewhere and there's no planning and I waste time and money.
Right.
So that's probably what I'm gonna do.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Last-
I love planning. I think that's like a hobby.
Last question about traveling. Are you the kind that do what do you call that? Impulse buying of tickets, or do you plan ahead? Like, we should go here, we should go there. Let's plan ahead before buying the tickets. Or you're like, oh, cheap tickets, boom, buy it straight
Great
away.
question.
Yeah.
I can be both,
Okay.
but I did something so impulsive end of last year. So I've been traveling like crazy in November and December,
Right.
and I took a total of 50 flights in 2023.
Oh, you calculated 50 flights.
I downloaded an app and
Okay.
it tracked all my flights from my email or something. So I was checking my MAS points.
Right.
Boring lah. I'm like, maybe I'll get something. And it turns out that I am 1 point away to be silver.
Oh.
Yeah. So I've been blue
All right. Yeah.
for
The whole time.
the entire time,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm just 1 point away. And when I checked, it was 29th of December. And I'm like, I need to do something, because I didn't spend all that money and time to travel, and
Yeah.
I'm just 1 point away. And 2024, I'll start from zero again.
Yeah.
So I took a flight to Miri.
Ah. Okay.
The only flight to Miri was a transit in Limbang.
Mm.
So it was a long
Yo,
journey. I flew past Miri just to get to Miri, and
We
like
go back again.
I got 2 points, and now I'm upgraded, and I'm happy. I'm so happy. But my biggest issue now is maintaining the streak. So I hope 2024 would be
More travel.
good. I think this year I would less impulse but more planning, so that I can get good and cheaper tickets on MAS and get some points.
Well, hopefully you'll get good lineups of concerts this year.
Oh, fingers
Yeah,
crossed.
fingers crossed.
I'm this close to just flying to Singapore for another Coldplay concert.
Oh, okay. But you went for the other day.
I
Yeah.
did.
How was it like? Let's go there.
Ooh, it
Yeah.
was magical.
Yeah.
You were there, right?
I was there. Yeah.
Was it your first Coldplay?
Yeah. Of
concert?
course. Yeah. Was it your first?
It was my first.
Okay. Same.
And it's like,
Coldplay Virgins.
yep. It was a bucket list,
Definitely. Yeah. Same.
and it exceeded my expectations. And now I understand when people say that Coldplay concert is really something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I went to Harry Styles last year as well.
Mm.
Like, it was great,
Mm.
but it didn't hit me as hard as Coldplay.
Coldplay.
Yeah, like,
Mm.
it's Coldplay hit me like hard, dude. Like, I had every emotion except for anger, but I cried, I laughed, I teared up.
I think.
Everything was so magical, and like the whole experience was so immersive.
Right.
You know, everywhere you looks great. Yeah. So it's really nice.
I think the emotions that you have experienced, it was all gathered because you grew up listening to Coldplay when you were
Right.
young. Everyone, you and I, we will agree on this. We both grew up listening to Coldplay, and then seeing the songs, listening to the songs that we listened to on the airwaves, and watching it live in front of our eyes. Even though Chris Martin was just like the size of an ant, but to hear
It
it
was
live,
so small from my view.
yeah. Category
I was in Cat 2,
Cat 2.
but like it's still
Still small.
small.
Okay.
That's why I want to go again, because I want to be standing.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, if I have tickets,
Yeah.
I checked Singapore. Kuching Singapore is 89 ringgit.
Yeah. But Singapore's all out already. On the 6
I
days.
know, but there's
Sold
gonna be people's gonna sell.
out. Yeah. Carousel ka, Facebook Marketplace.
I'm
Yeah.
hoping.
Well,
If not, then never mind.
Yeah.
Maybe in Australia.
Yeah, Australia. November this year, Australia. Good
Yep.
choice.
Yep.
So you arrived on the day itself or the day before for Coldplay?
I think I arrived 2 or 3 days before.
Oh wow.
Mm.
So you enjoyed your time there. Mm.
I was like looking for an outfit to wear, but I ended up with a basic white top because
Uniqlo, che.
was it Uniqlo?
No.
I cannot remember what
Right.
brand it was, but
Right.
yeah, I was like, oh, I'm gonna wear this, and I just ended up with a white shirt.
There was a friend of mine also. She was so excited to go for Coldplay that she bought this Coldplay t-shirt, all attire on Coldplay. And then the day before concert, she was like, I'm not gonna wear this because I'm sure everyone is gonna wear the same t-shirt.
Everyone wore it.
Yeah, everyone wore it. Yeah. So she was like, nah, I screwed this idea. Just go wear a black shirt. So I was like, yeah. And then I wore the shirt. And then I see a few people wearing the shirt, but it wasn't as much as Music of the Spheres.
Yeah.
Everyone's wearing that shirt. So luckily I got this, and it's my favorite album of Coldplay. So it's the first album also. So yeah.
I was so like surprised when I saw all the vendors selling all the unofficial merch,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they were everywhere, man.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
The moment I went out from the Bukit Jalil train, and I saw all the vendors selling, I was like, yo, damn. And looking at the number of people there queuing up on the way to the concert stadium, I was like, dude, I've never seen this many number of people in my life. Even while waiting outside, right? Waiting outside to go inside the stadium while Bunga was performing, I could hear the roar of people. I was like, whoa, my apa nama? My Blue Roma, man. It went up like, damn. I got shivers down my spine.
It's crazy because my friend didn't get a ticket and she was like vibing outside.
Oh, Cat 9, I call it.
Kau get 8 kah?
Yeah lah, 9 lah, because you don't have a space inside. So 9 is for the outside ones.
So yeah, but the vibe outside was also pretty lit.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I saw TikTok and everyone was vibing, even though they don't see what's inside.
Yep. So that's how big the concert was, and can't imagine 6 days in Singapore.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Okay, last question about Coldplay. Top 3 songs from Coldplay.
During the concert?
Any songs from Coldplay?
Any song?
Yeah. Besides Yellow.
I know. I like Let Somebody Go, even though they didn't play it in the concert.
Yeah.
Which is so upsetting.
Yeah. They only played it once in the US with Selena Gomez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was so good. Like she surprised
the audience.
That was awesome. Fix You.
Okay. Fix You.
This is hard.
The Scientist. Adventure of a Lifetime. No.
Love all of them. I also like Human Heart.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're the kind that listens to the new ones lah, the new album.
Not bad. I mean, like, of course, when I want to go to a concert, I wanted to learn more of their newest songs also.
Oh, right.
So I'm like, dude, some of the songs are so good.
Yeah.
So I like the older songs as well. It's a hard choice. I think if you give me a top 3 for like, okay, the more fast songs or top 3 for slow songs, then it would be easier. But yeah, I enjoy most of the songs.
Right. Okay. All right. That's Larissa with a Coldplay. And now we're going to know more about her through these cards here. It's called Icebreaker. You can choose 6 categories that you want to know about you. Self-awareness, there's beliefs, there's courage, expose, life lessons, and dreams. So want to know more about you? Choose 2 out of the 6. Let's go. All right. Open it and answer it.
How do you prevent missed opportunities?
Oh. Nice question.
How do I prevent missed opportunities? That's hard. Me trying to brain this. How do you prevent missed opportunities?
Work harder.
Larissa being Larissa.
Okay. Larissa being Larissa.
She plans.
Okay. But
Um,
I'm waiting for the but, if there's any.
there's always gonna be an opportunity that you don't get.
Okay.
There's always gonna be a missed opportunity. But I feel that if I learn to manage my expectations better, or I know for sure what is my priority,
Right.
then even if I get a missed opportunity, it won't hit me too hard.
Hmm.
But of course, I would not want to miss an opportunity. So if it's my rezeki, of course I would do my best to work hard for it lah. Yeah. Because in the course of my life, there were always things that I planned so hard to get, but it just never happened. Because there are better opportunities. It does hit you hard when you don't get something.
Yeah, of course.
But my biggest belief is always one door closed, many doors will open.
Yeah.
And it happens. It happens all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
So going back to that just now, right? To say that you don't work hard because that's why you miss a lot of opportunities, that's a wrong reasoning or a wrong statement to say. Because even if you work hard, there'll be opportunities that you're gonna miss. And that's normal. I mean, because that's life. No answer to that. But we try our best lah, as much as we can
Exactly.
to get the opportunity. But like you said, I agree with what you said. When one door closes, more doors open. It happens to many of us, and I'm sure that you can testify on that as well, in your line of work and the things that you do. And yeah, where am I going? But never mind.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that opportunity is not for you.
Yeah,
Because
correct.
it's a good question because many people think that I'm here because I planned it, that I'm here because I really wanted this and I'm here. But actually, why I'm here is because there were many unexpected things that happen all the way, good and bad. Bad things happen and I learn from it. Good things happen, I get an opportunity to try something new. Whether I know what it is or I'm good at it, for me, it's no harm to try something.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So when it comes to opportunities, there are some that's meant for you. There are some that's really not meant for you. And if you don't get it, don't be so hard on yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are too many people that I meet. They miss an opportunity and they feel like that's the end of the world.
Yeah.
But
correct.
actually, if you're dwelling too much on a missed opportunity, you miss more opportunities ahead.
Yeah.
So when you miss an opportunity, think ahead and be a bit more optimistic.
Right.
Do not be too hard on yourself and you spend too much time asking why
Yeah.
did you not get something.
Yeah. Instead of working on it, you're dwelling on the whys. But
You're gonna be stuck there. And
Yeah.
there's no way you're gonna grow and you're not gonna attract something better for yourself.
Yeah. You're just gonna stay stagnant.
Correct.
There's no growth. There's no progression.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Next card.
Next card.
Oh, yellow. I love yellow.
What lie did your parents tell you because they thought it was in your best interest?
Oh, this was Brandon's question as well.
Brandon who?
Brandon Chin.
Oh, okay. What lie did your parents tell you because they thought it was in your best interest? In my best interest.
We lied to you because we believe that this is the best for you. Something like that.
Oh. Do my parents lie? I don't know. Like, this is hard because I grew up with really. They're not brutally honest.
Right.
They don't lie. They let me do what I want and I learn from it myself. So it's a bit tough. And like if there's anything in my best interest, they're just be honest. If it's not in my best interest, they'll also be honest. So can I pick another one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For 2024, I'm just gonna do an exception. Yeah.
Yep.
Just another one.
No, I mean it's tough. I don't know how do I answer that. Describe a time you achieved what you were striving for only to feel disappointed by the success. I think SPM.
Oh, you scored all A's kan for SPM.
Yes, but I did nothing with it.
What do you mean?
I was so angry. I was happy when I got the straight A's, but I was so annoyed that I had no opportunity to use that results for something better.
Right.
And a better education path, because I already accepted a scholarship before I even set for SPM.
Oh.
Because I doubted myself.
Right.
I doubted myself. I didn't think that I could achieve straight A's.
Right.
So when I got straight A's, it was surprising. 2, I'm like, now I'm bonded.
Yeah.
With a scholarship.
Yeah.
What am I going to do with this thing? Yeah. So it was annoying because there were many things I could do. I could probably go overseas. I could go to a better institution. Not to say that my institution was bad, but
could have gone better.
Yes.
Yeah.
I could have gone better. So I think I won't say disappointed, too disappointed, but it was, for me, what's the point? I was so puzzled at that point.
Right.
Like, I don't know what to do. So, but what to do lah? I just got the results to make my family happy, and I think maybe that matters more.
Yeah. Right, I see. But look at where you're at now. Yeah.
Nothing to do with my results also.
Yeah. Can I get the first card? I feel like I want to answer mine also. The blue one.
Yes. It's a good question.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
How do you prevent missed opportunities? I don't know. We live in a world where we have to sell ourselves. So, how do I get opportunities? Is by me put a thick face on my face and say, hey, I can do this, I can do that. If you have opportunities, do let me know, guys, because I want to be in it. Yeah, that's me lah. I try not to miss a lot of opportunities by doing that, selling myself in a way, and also by word of mouth or through social media. And coaching is small. If you make mistakes or if you're stuck up, people will know. Words spread fast. So that's one way that I see it. Be nice to people. Be careful how you behave, because people will judge you based on that, Like for example, you have an opportunity but you hear a word of mouth saying that, oh Barry, aku langgar ni macam tu doh, bagus kau si ambil nya. So it's like I've missed an opportunity just because someone said something about me. So
and it's worse when it's not even true.
Yes. Yeah, let's go there then. What are the things that you've heard about yourself that are not true at all?
Why suddenly I'm blank today? There are many instances where people said I'm stuck up.
Oh.
I'm fake. I'm only nice on social media. That's how I behave social media, but behind the scenes I'm different. They are really disturbing ones. Like people say they've seen me like unclothed.
Oh.
Which is very, very, very bad.
Yeah.
Like, no, I have not done anything like that.
Yeah.
And for me, the worst part is that I only found out much, much later.
Oh, damn.
And I think that took me a while to really process and accept and forgive And this is actually the first time that I address it.
Oh.
Because sometimes I do ask for advice. Like, should I just suddenly go out on my social media and say that, hey, that's not me and I've never done anything like that, to explain myself, but there's nothing provoking it, But then I decided to just let it go lah. Yeah, but that took a while for me to process. Yeah, especially knowing that people or friends have heard of something like this, but it never reached me.
Right.
And it's frustrating also that maybe people don't want to come near me or be friends with me because they have heard of something that's not true.
Yes.
Or people have an impression of me because of something that's not true.
Yeah.
And that's really, really frustrating, especially when it comes to something that's totally
Wrong.
and something that I will never ever do. Yeah, that is. Mun setakat sombong ka, stuck up ka, I cannot control, and I don't mind it when people think I'm that way.
Yeah.
Because, especially if you don't matter much to me, for me it's okay. Yeah. But if you're talking about a friend or a family member who says that about me, and I hear it, if it's true, I really want to know why.
Yeah.
I care about friendships.
Yeah.
And I have had situations where a friend would just suddenly stop talking to me, and I find it weird because I don't know what happened. And then when I hear from other people, and then it turns out to be that this friend is not happy with the way I am, and then not happy because she thinks that I am two-faced.
You've changed.
Yeah, I've changed after Miss World. I have no time for friends anymore. But I try to fix things. But if that person doesn't accept it, then there's no point lah.
Yeah.
So it could be true, it could be not, but it really depends on perspective, and it really depends on the circumstances. When do you meet me? Is it at a time where I really had no time to meet people? Is it at a time where I'm not at the right mind, or like not the right mood or anything? But it really depends lah. But I do hear some people being unhappy lah about this and that. Larissa to she's cannot do things for free, so she doesn't support us. Yeah, but my work line that's how it works with things.
Right.
I cannot be doing things for free all the time.
Yeah.
I also need to survive lah.
Yeah. I mean, you have bills to pay.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
You can't pay bills with exposure.
And that's the thing. There are times where I can justify why I do things maybe for free or for fun because I enjoy it.
Right.
Or I give a discount and things like that. There are times where I just cannot, right? But I don't feel the need that I have to justify what I do, and I also feel that you don't have to be so angry about it lah when I already explained nicely.
Right.
Because I think like if you're in my shoe, then you would understand as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people would take for granted, if let's say you do something for free for one person and other people would expect it as well.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you cannot say like, oh, you're not close to me. He's person. It's difficult to explain. So I think if you try to engage me in a professional way, then things have to be done professionally as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever sit down or probably reflect on the things that you have told me just now, and to the audience? Have you ever come across this thought where, if only I'm not a public figure, I will not have this sort of problems in my life?
No.
No.
I will still have these kind of problems. I think okay, if I was not a public figure, or if I was never in pageantry, I still think that I will be quite out there doing a lot of things. Maybe not too known, but
Yeah.
I will still be in a field where I need to connect with a lot of people.
Right.
Yeah. So, mm, I don't know, maybe because that's how I'm brought up in school, with a lot of activities going on in church,
Right.
with youth, events
Mm.
happening all the time. So I think one way or another, I'll be also facing a similar situation.
Right.
Because like you said, Kuching is small.
Right.
Doesn't matter if you're a public figure or not.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
still talk about you.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Because everyone knows
Everyone.
everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if you're in the same industry.
Yeah.
So that's how it is lah.
Yeah.
Take it or leave it lah.
Yeah.
Mm.
One thing that I notice about you is that when you are in front of the camera, you have this confidence. People can just press record and you can just say things flawlessly. Ideas just flow out from your mouth. And your expression, your body language, it shows that you are very confident. Do you think that this comes from the environment that you grew up in? Or probably it's because it's natural, it's just who you are?
I think so. I mean, I think it's half-half.
Right.
Yeah. I grew up in an era where, selfie was just started to go everywhere, and I was one of those young girls who would post every single selfie on Facebook,
Tumblr, they have Tumblr.
Friendster, whatever, tagged, MySpace. Every single social media at that time, you'll have an account somewhere, right? And I had to private all my pictures when I was young, when I posted on Facebook, because they're crazy. Like, I
Oh.
cringe looking at myself.
Oh, okay.
Like, why do I take so much photos? And like, no wonder all my camera memory is like it ran out and stuff like that.
Right.
There was an era of digital camera.
Yes.
And uploading every single thing was my thing. So maybe partly that time when I was so gede and everything made me a bit more comfortable in front of the camera. But also school, my involvement in school, my involvement in youth. You know how big, like, what ER was.
Yeah.
And everyone gets involved.
Yeah.
Everyone learns a new thing, something new.
Yeah.
One of my first few photo shoots in my life was actually because of you. Because we have to promote the baju.
For the bag. Oh, okay. You're one of them lah. The promo.
The t-shirt, yeah.
Okay.
So along the way, I was given a lot of these opportunities, and I just learned from it lah. I wouldn't say I'm completely confident in front of the camera. I screw up a lot, especially when I do something that I'm not familiar with, or like hosting. Sometimes it's still quite new for me.
Right.
Acting, and if you ask me to sing in front of the camera, I think I will freak out. If you ask me to talk, I'm fine. Yeah.
But you do sing, right? For choir. No. Or am I wrong?
Choir?
Have you been to choir?
No.
Oh, yeah, ka?
I was in a marching band.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Choir.
Caroling.
I mean, during youth days,
Yeah.
I just get pulled to sing like random stuff with Kelvin, like
Alright.
parodies and stuff.
Right.
Which is so
Promo videos.
It's so embarrassing. Do not look for the videos.
I saw it before.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not a great singer. I mean, let's be real. I'm not a great singer. I can sing in tune and stuff, but being as good as like Dewi, like big names.
Right.
No, I'm really far from that. So when it comes to things that I'm not familiar with, I will feel nervous and I'm not as confident in front of the camera. But
Will you put that as a challenge?
I would.
Singing?
I would.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'll do great. Yeah. But when it comes to talking, I'm comfortable because I don't really have much to hide. I'm an open book, one thing, and yeah, I'm okay people seeing whatever side of me that they want to see or whatever they want to know. Yeah, so I'm comfortable in that sense. Yeah.
So you've been doing hosting, you've been acting,
Not so much acting.
not so much acting, hosting lah.
Hosting, yeah, sometimes.
Do you enjoy it?
Travel host, yes.
Okay. Talk to us more about
Because
being a
I
travel
love.
host.
I've only had a few opportunities to do travel hosting, and one of those was one of the ones that I did where I think I did a few episodes, and I went to Barrio, I went to Cebu, I went to Smadangkaya,
Oh, okay.
I went to where else? Few places lah, Miri as well, I think. Yeah. So I think that really is something that I love doing because I love connecting with people.
Right.
I was doing everything that I always wanted to do when I was young, and then adventuring new places,
Right.
learning new stories. It's like going for a trip, but everything is being filmed. Yeah, it's a lot more tiring, lah, of course, because there are scenes that you have to do, and that's the part that takes a lot of time. But I enjoy the process.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I really, really enjoy the process, and it's so fulfilling for me.
Can you see yourself do that in the near future?
Yes, if there's
Opportunity,
opportunities,
yeah.
I would love to. If I could go overseas, that's even better.
Right.
But there are a lot of things I need to work on in terms of me speaking and using a proper language.
Right.
With me memorizing and remembering stuff.
Yeah.
How I actually talk to people. It's something to be worked on lah. I won't say I'm the best, but there's a lot for me to improve as well.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna ask you a question, but please do drink. I know that you're thirsty. You've been waiting, I think.
I've been drinking.
Okay. Of course, as a podcaster, I need to research on my guests before I interview them. And I'm sure this is an issue that not just you, but most of my guests, public figures, have been facing, which is cyberbullying. And you have been in that unfortunate event where you have a taste of being cyberbullied. And how do you manage your feelings, your emotions in dealing with this cyberbullying? And have you ever thought of why do they do this?
Oh, million times. I mean, I know that it is inevitable once I step into this world of being a public figure and what sort. The one time that it got quite bad was when I won Miss World Malaysia. Ironically, there were a lot of people who were upset that their favorite didn't win and I won instead, and I was one of the youngest. I was the youngest contestant, so people view me as inexperienced, not ready, who is she? And then people make assumptions that the competition was rigged, that my dad paid the organizers for me to win, my mom was a committee, and all sorts of really bad rumors and comments that were going everywhere. Like any other human being, I think anyone would be affected by a bad comment.
Right.
Especially if it's something to do with you or people are saying something about your family.
Right.
And I think that's a bit too much.
Right.
But after I won, I remember coming home and the first few things that
home here.
Because I won in Kuching.
Okay.
Competition was in Kuching. So I went home and the first few things that my family members said to me was, don't read comments. don't have to read, okay? It's okay. No need to read. Just post whatever you want. You don't have to read any of the comments. Because they were so worried that I would take it too hard on myself if I read the comments lah.
Right.
But then I also took it upon myself to read some because I really wanted to know what people were saying. And it did affect me because I was so new in the industry. My life changed overnight, you know. So that was when I got a taste of cyberbullying. And as I grew, my reach grew, my engagement grew, things can get out of hand sometimes. There are certain times when I was competing in China, for example, that things get out of hand. People were being angry. People were commenting and asking me, why am I not listening? Or why am I not performing well enough? There were a lot of comments that could easily bring me down. But I think I've also learned to be strong mentally. So when I was in China, I really didn't bother lah. I know how to avoid myself from feeling down by commenters who don't even know me, that barely know anything about me. They don't know how much effort I put into something.
Yeah.
So why should they dictate, my life, or why should I listen to them and why should they bring me down?
Yeah. And you don't even know them.
Exactly.
But probably they're just 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And most of the time they're fake accounts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've learned to push cyberbullies aside. Especially when it is something to do with something that I didn't do, or it's untrue, or they're just throwing hate for the sake of it. I don't bother. Yeah. But I take things seriously when it's something that's my fault.
Oh.
Like, let's say I do something that I don't realize that it's insensitive.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I did not intend to be insensitive. So when people call me out for doing something like that, then that's when I would step back and reflect about what I did.
Right.
Yeah. Because I don't want to be an insensitive person. I don't want to be a person that's out of touch.
Right.
I don't want to be a person that's, that's doing bad things. So that's when I would really take things seriously. But if it's something stupid, or if it's something that doesn't matter at all, then it's okay lah.
Right.
Yeah. It's okay. Like, learn to let go and learn to close one eye. If you want to block, go ahead and block.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to hide the comment, you can easily hide the comment. But sometimes when things get out of hand, you cannot do anything about it.
Yeah.
Then just let it be lah. I have articles being written saying that I'm insensitive lah and I'm supporting this and that, but it's not even true.
Right.
And every time I explain myself, people don't listen. So what's the point trying to explain over and over again?
It's hard to explain yourself to these kind of people because they don't want to listen that point of view from yours. They want to listen to their side. They only care about their own favor of stories. They don't really listen to yours. So why bother explaining yourself?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So whatever lah. You know what I mean? I've learned enough, and I think the mature way to do it is just to ignore.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Don't have to explain yourself too much. Yeah.
Right. Sometimes when you explain yourself too much, it can get tiring. Like you're
or maybe it gets worse.
Yeah. And it expands, and the more issues are coming up from there.
You don't know what, because you are being emotional, you're trying to defend yourself, and then you say something worse that cause more damage, then habislah kau.
Yeah. And especially when that person could not see the viewpoint of you, and they choose to ignore whatever the things that you say because they just want to listen to stories or things that could actually on their side, Yeah. Then they will be like, oh, okay, I agree with you because you've said, because we're on the same side.
That's how the world works.
That's why I don't post any opinions on the internet anymore, because not many people could see things through my eyes. I mean, I can agree to disagree, but I'm not sure if they can agree to disagree.
Yes.
Because I know that I can, but I'm not sure if the person can
Accept
accept it or not.
Yeah.
So I choose to be quiet, and I'll just explain my opinions and thoughts with people that I'm close with. I think that's the easiest as of now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think you don't owe it to people if you have no responsibility to people about your stance, your opinions.
Correct.
I don't get why some people get angry when somebody don't say anything about something.
Yeah.
It's, for me, it's their choice.
Yeah.
You don't know if that person's actually praying a lot about it.
Yeah.
It's between them. It's something that they choose to be private about, then you should respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So people get out of hand
Yeah.
sometimes, and I get very overwhelmed by social media sometimes because people whom you do not know expect you to be something that you're not, or expect you to do something that you don't feel like doing, and then they call you out, and then they say mean stuff, but that really is, you're asking people to do good but you're doing bad, and what good does it bring?
Yeah.
Just do what you feel like doing. You don't have to be bothered by what other people are doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that part, I feel like sometimes social media can be a bit too much lah.
Yeah. Have you ever thought of getting a break from social media, like profile picture when goes gray, and then 0 posts, 0 following, 0 followers, and just you being detoxing?
I don't feel the need to go that far ever.
Yeah.
I just stop posting lah.
Right.
I feel like if I'm doing that, I'm in a really dark
Oh, okay.
time. I don't know. For me lah.
Yeah.
Like if I have to go to an extent of like archiving my thousands of photos that you see in my Instagram and deleting everything just to detox, then I must be struggling about something. I don't know, in my opinion, because sometimes when I really need a time off, then just turn off my phone.
Yeah.
I would delete the app, but I won't delete my account.
Yeah. That's the easiest lah. So sayang, so you want to delete all the photos.
Yeah, I mean,
you can archive, but still.
Yeah, I feel that doing that for me lah is a bit sad, because I'm a kind of person that I store memories. I love looking back at old memories.
Right.
If you've been following me, you will realize that sometimes I post like throwbacks, like, Instagram has like memories.
Yeah.
So what happens exactly 2 years ago? What happens exactly 7 years ago?
Yeah.
And it helps me to reflect upon myself. Like, oh, this was me. Oh, I was having a tough time. Now I'm having a good time. Then that's when I get grateful.
Yeah.
Or now I'm having a hard time. I look back at times when I have lesser problems. It helps me to
introspect.
And to really reflect about my life. So I'm very sentimental when it comes to photos, videos. I keep all of them. I feel like I got this habit from my mom. She used to print every single photo.
Oh.
And it's so nice looking back at them. Good or bad. There are times that I just record myself crying. It sounds stupid, but when I look back at it and when I'm in a better place, I feel proud of myself.
Yeah.
And I feel that in any kind of situation, difficult situation, there's always gonna be
silver lining.
Yes, and a light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah. But if you're not trying to get there, you're not trying to get help, you're not trying to help yourself, then you can never get out of the hole.
Yeah.
So when it comes to deleting stuff, I think it's not my thing. I would delete things that are unnecessary or has no meaning.
Right.
But things that are so important, I post them because it's important. It's precious.
Brings value.
Yeah, it is a lot of value. Yeah. I have a lot of photos with my grandpa before he passed away. I think if I deleted them last time,
Oh.
that would be so sad.
Yeah.
Having the photo is one thing, but looking back at the time you posted it and seeing the people who commented and stuff, it's something different lah.
It brings back time, kan? Like, okay, let's see what I did 1 year ago. Okay, I was
Yeah.
here at this moment. I was here with my family. I was enjoying my time. This is what I had. And that feel-good feeling was there.
That's why I'm grateful for Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, same.
I'm so grateful. Facebook actually captured my good days, like I told you just now.
XD.
Yeah, like all
Roar.
the guy ba?
Yeah. I know. Those were the days. Yeah.
I cringe, but it's sometimes when I look back at the things I post, and I'm like, how did I think like this?
Yeah.
Like, I thought when I see it, I'm like, why do I think like a 13-year-old when I'm just 9 or 10?
Yeah.
Or who allowed me to be on Facebook? Like, I wouldn't allow my child to be on Facebook at that age, you know?
Yeah.
Or why did I post this thing? Or, oh, she was my best friend. Oh, she was my old friend.
And look what happened now.
So it's good and bad, can be really funny as well.
Yeah.
Like me and my boyfriend now, we used to like wall each other on Facebook, saying all ridiculous stuff and like, you know, just stupid banters and stuff. And when I look back and I'm like, because we're only 2 years together, we've known each other like half our lives.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, do you know we have memory this long? Yeah, I have like photos of us when we were like super young.
Right.
But we don't remember.
Right.
But it's on Facebook.
Right.
Or you were here at the same time when I was there. So that sort of thing is fun to look back upon. And we have a good laugh every time the memory comes out and they're like, what? This exists?
Yeah.
What? You said this to me?
Yeah. Banter lah. Yeah.
He used to say things like, next time lah when I get together with you, or next time lah when you're my girlfriend.
Yeah.
But it at that time it was just a joke.
It was just a joke lah.
Yeah. Then boom.
Yeah.
Masin mulut.
Well. All right. I'm gonna talk about the latest achievement that you have achieved. Congratulations, lawyer. Congratulations, counsel.
Not yet. Disclaimer.
No, I'm gonna call you a counsel chair. Okay. So I was listening to this podcast you had with this podcaster, right? Rizwan Razali. You mentioned that why you took law at that time. You're still a student.
I was in my first year.
Oh, first year, huh? Yeah.
Damn.
I'm just gonna quote unquote the things that she said. Stepped into the entertainment industry, and law plays an important role. Contracts, laws with things that you disagree with. Working with underprivileged children pulls the trigger in choosing law. So, looking back to that first year as a law student, and now as a graduate, is this the path? Is this the reason why you took law, like the underprivileged children? The things that you see in the industry, the things that you wish you could change, but you couldn't because you didn't have the power back then. But that is the change that I could think that I need to do for the people in the industry. Yeah. That's the question.
You say it wasn't so much about having the power to change something. It's having the knowledge to be able to fight for myself.
Right.
And having the knowledge to help people who are really blur about their own rights. It also has a lot to do with family that really pushed me to be taking law. If I could be really honest, I never wanted to be a lawyer. It was never in any of my biodata from primary 1 until Form 5.
Never envision yourself.
Never. Okay, I wanted to be a pilot. I wanted to be an air stewardess. I wanted to be a cashier.
Everything
I
but
wanted
law.
to be a model.
Mm.
At one point, maybe an actual scientist because I love statistics and in college, which was weird.
Before that, physics, chemistry, bio. Which is your favorite? I don't know why I'm asking this. Very random.
Physics.
Physics, huh? So you're more
'Cause
into physics.
It has a bit of maths.
Okay.
I actually like numbers,
Mm-mm.
which is weird because lawyers don't.
Yeah.
It's words, not numbers. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah. I like I like it when my brain has to can solve a maths question, a difficult maths question. I used to be very bad in statistics in SPM because I didn't understand. But when I went to college, I got too good at it. Yeah, which is completely different. So law was really not there. I even wanted to be a teacher. But I realized at one point I really wanted to challenge myself to do something because I wanted to do everything. But why don't I do something where I can have knowledge for everything and it can be applicable to anything? Yeah. Which is, when I think back, I'm like, why did I choose the hard way?
Right.
Why did I choose this path? It's difficult. It's hard to survive law school.
Right.
And nobody has ever told me that it's easy. But I took it either ways. Which today, when I look back, I'm really proud that I could survive because there were many times where
Broke down.
Yep. It was tough. It was tough. Yeah. But the drive is still there. The intention of when I started is still there. I don't know if I'll end up as a lawyer. I would try, but I'm an open book lah. I feel that I've tried too many things that I feel that also possibilities for me are endless. Then again, I'm at a stage where I have to decide what I'm gonna settle down with. Like, you cannot be doing everything and everything, right? Yeah. So I'm at a phase of discovering what's really, really suitable for me. Yeah. So when it comes to underprivileged people, when it comes to, what was the first one that I said? Oh, contracts.
Yeah, contracts.
Throughout law school, it has helped me a lot. A lot. I usually don't read contracts when I sign something.
Just sign last time.
Now I do.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. I have to. Because there are many people that take it for granted.
Yep.
And there are many people who try their luck to hide
To deceive.
a clause or,
Yeah.
thinking that people won't read it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
especially in your line in your industry, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Because people who give you contract, they're giving it, they drafted it in their favor.
Yes.
To protect themselves.
Yes.
But you cannot let them take away all your rights.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've signed a contract before law school that has taken away a lot of my rights. If the contract was strictly enforced, I'll be in deep trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. But because I didn't understand the contract,
You were young,
I was young,
naive.
and then I realized that, hey, this person is actually using me. This person is actually manipulating me. I need help. I was brought to a lawyer, and I got so shocked that I signed a really horrible contract, and the lawyer scolded me. He said, "This is a slavery contract. Why did you sign it?" Now I'm like, if I don't sign it, then I cannot join. I cannot do anything. I have no choice. It's like take it or leave it, And it seemed like it was just an application form.
Right.
But it wasn't. It wasn't just that. So that's when I learned the hard way. And
Lessons learned.
yeah, that's when I also advise other people not to repeat the same mistakes. Yeah, so I feel that law school has really prepped me in that sense, and I'm really grateful for it because I apply what I learn on a daily basis. Yeah, I apply a lot of things, and then how I analyze documents, how I read between the lines, it is really helpful for my life. And law is applicable anywhere, everywhere.
Yeah.
Not necessarily be a lawyer. So I'm open, but at the same time I do hope that I get called to the bar, and I do hope that I can be a lawyer.
Amen.
But if I'm needed somewhere or life takes me elsewhere, I'm also grateful for it lah.
Do criminal.
Yeah.
Do criminal. We need more female representatives in the criminal world.
I feel like it's tough for me.
Can.
A person like me.
Can.
I don't know. I can try, but it's a difficult area of law.
Yeah.
I struggled in law school with criminal law, like not just because it was tough and there's a lot for you to take in, but I can't even bring myself to read a case on rape or murder, or I cannot.
Yeah.
I cannot. Like it's difficult reading about pedophiles, and cases can be so detailed about cases like this.
That was me when I first working.
Yeah.
But I got used to it to the point where another day, another rape case. Yeah.
See, like you don't bring the emotions back.
I have to. Like okay, once I get out from this car, once I step into the house,
Stop
I'm buried.
thinking about it.
Yeah. I don't think about it. So that's why
I cannot.
You cannot.
When it has something to do with my emotions, I cannot. I will think about the victim lah, the family lah.
Yeah.
I cannot take it. Yeah. So that's my problem when it comes to criminal law. I have too much. I invest so much of my emotions, and it somehow affects me. And I know I'm an emotional person, and it's so difficult.
I was affected when I first started working. When the prosecutor called me up before the court started, he called me up and said, "Hey, baby, come here. I'll show you some photos. Photos of crime scene. Someone got into an accident. He was driving from Kuching to Semarang. His car rammed on the bridge, and the besi to choke him like that. I saw the photos. I was like, Tuan, apa dah Tuan? Yalah tak, crime scene. Why are you showing me this? Saya pakai kau biasa kelak. Kau kan baru je. I'm like, yeah. I got used to it. I went to the morgue. I went to immigration. I went to the immigration. I went to the Navy. A lot of places lah. Attending cases with my magistrate back then. Yeah.
Cannot. Aku nangka orang menang first prize dah menangis. Menang golden buzzer dah menangis. What more to say people who are sad and something tragic happens. I cannot. Like I will just bawl and like get so.
I know.
Yeah.
I carried that emotion before when I about to say to this convict rape case. My judge read on the sentences. Then the sentencing goes like, as you have pleaded guilty, your sentence will be 30 years imprisonment and 5 times of caning with effect from today. How can I explain that to this person next to me, saying that you have 30 years in jail, bro, and you get 5 cans of caning? But it's my job. It's my line of duty.
Yeah.
So I have to tell him that kita netok manakah kita dengan aku salah, hukuman kita ada 30 tahun penjara dengan 5 sebatan lah. Dan kita pun hukuman mulai dari hari itu. If his face went blank. His face went pale. His family members look at me. I even look at them. I look at them only for 3 seconds. And after that, I look in front of my judge, and I went back to my table. I don't want to stay there that long because it was overwhelmed. It was very overwhelming.
How can you do that every day?
I have to do that every day.
Oh. You see, I cannot. Like, even to the extent of imagining it, I cannot. So I know. I don't know lah. I don't even know how I passed criminal law. Like, it's crazy. And I have to take criminal law 1, criminal law 2, criminal procedure 1,
Two. CPC.
criminal procedure 2. Imagine every semester I have one criminal subject, and that already is so dreadful for me.
Don't be a lawyer.
Yeah.
Be a judge. Well, we've talked about that lah off camera before, so
Yeah.
I'm sure you don't want to go on that path.
That's even tougher, I feel.
Yeah. So yeah, enough of law. Yeah, but I can't wait to see you as a lawyer. I really do. I think you'll succeed. Yeah.
I hope so.
I
really
can't
hope
wait to
so.
see you in the newspaper. Larissa Ping has won her case against Whoa.
Why do I feel that so far away? But I don't know.
Oh, you can. One tip for sure. One pro tip: be nice to the court staffers. You'll learn a lot from them. Most of this, no offense to the young lawyers, most of these young lawyers, they think they know stuff, or once the trial starts, once the mention starts, they went blank, and then my judge up there will be asking, "What are you saying? What are you trying to imply here? Did you not study? Did you not do your research before you came to the court? What have you been doing?" And then me and my seniors will be like, hey. So yeah, always be nice to the court staffers. If you don't know anything, ask. Yeah.
True.
Okay, tiba-tiba.
Dengar ya, dengar.
Okay. All right. Let's loosen up a bit. Have you come across experiences where I know you and I, we are Christians, Catholics. Values of that as a Christian and the value of you in this industry colliding. Have you experienced that sort of incidents where you're conflicted? Like, okay, the church value tells me this, but I have to make way to my path of my line of duty in the career, in the industry.
Yes, of course. And I feel that even of course we're going away from law, but like sometimes when you do law, there are times when you have to fight for people who are doing something that's against your beliefs. Yeah. So how do you balance that? And in my line in the entertainment industry, there will be instances where you are left puzzled, conflicted. You have to choose. You want money, or you want time with family, or time for yourself, for your sanity. So I feel that I have very good family support, and I can always rely on my family to give me the best advice. And most of the time, they will always tell me to prioritize myself and don't be too stressed about money, or don't be too stressed about not getting what you want, but you have to lose yourself. Yeah, because it's not worth it.
Yeah.
And I took their advice, and I feel that that's really important lah. Because they are a lot of people that you do not know in this industry. They are people who are toxic. They are people who are only there to use you,
Take advantage of you.
and it's not a very safe place. It's not a very safe place. So I feel that it's not worth it when you have to lose yourself for something so superficial lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's temporary only. Yeah, so there are instances where principles collide, and you have to make tough decisions, and you have to put your greed aside or put your ego aside to really think about what's best for you. Because I grew up in a family that is full of love. I grew up in a family where my parents have always been there for me. And the last thing I want to do is to do something that would hurt their feelings and to make them feel upset with what I'm doing. Yeah. Because for me, I'm doing everything to make them proud.
Right.
They are my family is my ultimate goal. Like, how they feel about what I'm doing is the most important.
Right.
Not just when it comes to work, when it comes to studies, my friendships, my relationship. My parents have to give their blessings, and they have to be okay with what I'm doing. Yeah. If they're not okay with it, then there's a problem somewhere lah. If they're not okay with certain things, I would sit down and ask why, and find a middle ground or listen to their advice.
Right.
Yeah. So it comes down to priorities. For me, family is number one lah. Career is also, but if somebody says something's off, then something could be really off. You could be having the biggest reward, but if you have to sacrifice something that means a lot to you, then you have to think about it properly.
Yeah. Do you consult your family members first before agreeing on the job?
Most of the time I feel that I'm able to handle it. But when something is a bit difficult for me to decide, I will always go back to them and ask. Yeah, because sometimes I make stupid decisions as well, and I decide without thinking. Yeah, so I have this tendency to always ask an opinion. It could be anybody, doesn't have to be someone from my industry, my mom, my dad, my boyfriend, my best friend.
Yeah.
Like, I will always ask, like, if you're in my position, will you take this? Will you do this? Yeah. So I'll always have a second opinion when something is unusual. Yeah. But in this line, you have to be careful lah, because it's dangerous.
Yeah.
I feel like it is quite dangerous, and you tend to lose yourself, and I don't know, I've met so many people who have lost themselves and strive for only fame and money, which is sad, which is really, really sad.
Yeah.
Especially when you grow up from a very beautiful family. You have a beautiful family, you have an amazing life, but you lose all that just because of the people you surround yourself with.
Right.
Yeah, because you will always meet people who are not genuine, who is fake, who is not so nice, and you want to be like them, but then they're actually not really nice people. So learn how to evaluate and learn how to be observant with the people around you.
Make sound judgment.
Yes. You don't have to follow everything that they are doing. You don't have to be trying to fit in to everyone.
Yeah.
Because for all you know, they do not have what you have. Yeah. I always keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Like, I have a good family and I'm grateful for it.
Yeah.
Many people do not have great families. They do not have people to fall back to.
Yeah.
And I'm blessed to have my family, and I'm not willing to lose it or trade it with anything else. Yeah. So that's something that I hold dear to my heart lah, when it comes to being in this industry, because I know from the start it's scary.
Yeah.
It's still scary for me.
Yeah. Can't
And
trust people 100%.
And I still will choose to take a simpler life.
Right.
I will still want a simpler life.
Okay.
Yeah, more
Let's
than
go there.
anything. Yeah.
Let's go there then. This is question I asked from a friend, Kelvin. He is a very avid listener of mine, a very avid supporter of mine, and he has been telling me, bro, bring Larissa in. I want to hear from her. I want to hear stories about her and all that. And I've asked him a few questions that I want him to ask you. So this is Kelvin's question.
Which Kelvin? There's so many.
A lot of
Kelvins.
Kelvins. I'm not sure you know him. Kelvin Fernandez.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Kelvin.
All right. This is his question. One of his questions, lah. How would you define success?
I would define success through, how proud my family is of me. I think that to me is success. There are many. I would rank number one is family. If they're most important, like I would know how successful am I when I see my family happy for me. That's one. I have been working while studying, so I would define success if I'm able to do both at the same time successfully. Like, I can juggle both. Or when it gets tough and I'm giving up, but at the end of the day I didn't. That for me is satisfying, and that is success. When I'm able to check all the boxes that I'm planning to do that week, that is success. Yeah. I don't define it by how much I have in my bank account. It's more of I set a reasonable goal on how much I want to save for my future. And if I get there, I feel that that's successful. But if I give myself like a crazy goal, like, I have to hit 1 million ringgit in 6 months, and it's not really realistic, and if I really get that, it could be success, but I don't like doing things that are not reachable.
Right.
Not reachable with the things that I do on a daily basis lah. You know what I mean? So if it's risky, it's risky. But
if it's not,
if it's not, then no. Yeah. So success has a lot of meanings,
definitions.
but the most and the best way of feeling successful is when people are happy. Yeah, that is the best gift for me. If somebody has told me that they have learned a lot from my journey, that to me is success. If somebody has told me that they have grown because of the things that I say to them, or they have achieved something because of what I do or what I say indirectly or directly, that is success.
Right.
And I feel that there's nothing else that could be better than that. If I see my younger siblings being successful, that to me is, I'm grateful. I'm so proud of my siblings.
And you're part of their journey as well.
Yeah. That to me is success. So nothing could be better than that. The feeling is different. Yeah. Like when I got straight A's, I wasn't happy. I was happier that my parents were happy for me than me seeing my own results.
Right.
Because it was life-changing, seeing my parents so happy and so proud. When I won Miss World, the best gift for me was my family's reaction video.
Smiling.
Yeah, that was the
smiles.
best.
Yeah.
Like for me, that was the best feeling. Like seeing my family jump and cry and scream.
Yeah.
That's the best gift.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing else.
Would you say that part of your success story is from your family?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot to do with family. There are families that I see that have closer bonds compared to mine, but I'm already very happy with my family because my family, my parents, they're not extremely strict parents. They're not super lenient as well. They're in the middle. But one thing that I'm so grateful for them is that they let me try anything and everything. Let me fail. Let me learn. And they're so supportive in whatever that I do. Yeah. Could be anything. Like when I was in youth, like they send me to youth every Friday. Or if we did need fundraising, they will be out there like trying to support as well. And
Sunday morning, early in the morning.
yeah, that's so valuable to me. Yeah. I mean, without their support, I wouldn't have any experiences or any opportunities to do anything.
Right.
I was in a marching band. Like I barely spend time with my family because most of the time after school is band.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they were so supportive. They let me try it and then go for competitions, pay for the trip.
Yeah.
Just for me to experience to be there. And I feel that that's a privilege lah.
Yeah.
It is a privilege that many children do not have. And I strongly believe that because of family support, parent support, your child can go and can have and dare to dream big lah. So I really take family close to my heart because I also grew up with all my cousins that were also supported by my parents.
I see.
Yeah, so it's family value is very crucial for me.
Right. Another question from Kelvin. What's your life principle?
Life principle, you do good and good things will happen.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Always.
Always.
That's my core. Also something that I learned from my parents.
Always, ALWAYS and ALLWAYS.
Yeah.
Always and always. Yeah.
When you have to sacrifice a lot for the sake of somebody or to do good for somebody. Now, you can take this as some people do good and expect something.
Yeah.
When you expect something, then maybe the good stuff won't come.
Yeah.
Because you expect something in return.
Yeah.
You do it genuinely, eventually it would happen. Because sometimes when you do good, you have to sacrifice a lot of things.
A lot.
Yeah. It's easy and it's also hard to do good sometimes. Yeah. But if you are doing it with the right intention, then what you sacrifice hopefully would pay back in the future. And this has been very evident in my family, how my family has changed, how we all got into Christianity, how my dad converted to Christianity. When we look back, we're like, oh, this is a blessing actually.
Yeah.
We didn't realize it. But because they were giving so generously, then we realized that actually it was from that. Yeah. We got this far, we got this blessing because of what we did in the past.
Right.
And I strongly believe in this.
Right.
Yeah. Because for me, like I said, going back to missed opportunities, I've missed many opportunities, but many doors open. The moment I miss one opportunity, somehow the next day, something else came out as if they knew that I just missed something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I really believe in this cycle. That's why I'm very careful when, sometimes you unintentionally or maybe intentionally say something bad or do something bad. Yeah, that's when I will feel worried and I
Take a step back.
Yeah.
Reflect.
Reflect and repent. So I do believe in this cycle, and I really believe in doing good, and hopefully that would help you in the future.
Right.
Yeah, but don't expect too much from it.
Mm.
Don't be like, hey, I gave you a gift last year, why you never give me back? And that makes you unhappy, so that defeats the entire purpose.
Yeah.
Be happy for somebody. If you have the capabilities to give and keep giving, just continue doing it. Don't expect somebody to give it to you back. Because most of the time, you won't get it back from the same person. But when you expect it from that same person, you will feel upset. But in actual fact, most of the time, you will get something back from someone else.
Yeah.
Or somewhere else.
Yeah.
Or maybe you give something to a person, they're ungrateful, and you let them go as a friend, and maybe that's a gift.
Yeah.
You just got rid of a toxic friend.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
And new friends come in.
blessings come in many different forms.
Yeah.
Not just one form. So I take life that way. I take life that way. When I have to decide about sacrificing something that's difficult for somebody else's good, I always remind myself that doing good will never be bad. You will never lose anything from doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing to lose in doing good.
There's nothing to lose. Be kind, be humble.
Yeah.
And if you have the capabilities to give, you have to give.
Be humble.
Yeah.
In your line of industry, it's possible.
Be humble?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
In what way?
I know you are humble in your industry, but I know probably some people in the industry maybe they brag a lot, like, "Hey, look at me, I'm doing this."
Well, that's a choice. You want to be that way, then yeah. But what's the point of bragging? Actually, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There is only a handful of people who I know who is very nice and down to earth. Yeah, and we need more people like them.
Yeah.
Because I feel that I don't like the impression that people think I'm a celebrity and I'm untouchable, and I don't like that idea. Like, you see me, you say hi. You want to join me in my coffee table? Like, come and join me. There's no problem.
Right.
Yeah, I don't feel the need to isolate myself from people for no reason, or just because I'm famous. Yeah. And I cringe when people say that I'm famous. Like, oh, you're so good lah. You're so famous. I'm like, you're a celebrity. I'll go like, ugh. Yeah, because I'm.
How do you want people to call you then?
Larissa.
No label.
No.
No label.
Yeah. I still feel geli when people call me Miss World Malaysia. Sometimes if I go on stage, of course I have to like, I'm like, okay.
That's how they address you as.
This is work. It's okay.
Yeah.
But like if I meet people biasa-biasa aja at the mall ka apa ka, I feel malu ba. I don't know. I sendiri feel malu. Like,
Get you.
I'm no different than you. I'm human being.
Yeah.
I also went to school like you. I went to university like you. I'm no different.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I don't like it when I was in university. Some people were intimidated that I was there. Yeah. So it's...
How's it like doing coursework with them, Probably they feel intimidated. Like, I'm not going to share my opinions because probably my opinion doesn't match hers. So I'll choose to remain silent in group discussions.
Some people think... I've heard a few things about me. One, I'm bimbo. Two, I'm only there because I'm Miss World Malaysia.
Oh.
3, I'm not really good in my studies. I'm just doing the course for the sake of it. And in general, some people just don't find me approachable somehow because they already have that thinking that
preconceived judgment. Yeah.
Which is upsetting to me. Honestly. Yeah. I do have this one friend that's stuck with me from day one until the end. She was the only one that treats me like a normal human being. You know? Yeah. So I don't know. I've caught a senior trying to start a topic about me in the student lounge without realizing that I was actually there.
Shit. Kantoy.
Yeah.
You were there.
I was there.
What was the topic about?
So what happened was I snuck out of my lecture for a while to get a bit of food because I was very hungry, kan. So probably they were assuming that I was in class lah. So when they started, this person just came up, said, "Hey, do you know Larissa Ping about the Miss Malaysia?" They didn't say what they were gonna talk about because somebody already cut them off because they realized that I was there. But I'm like, I was so curious, like,
To know.
what were you gonna say about me? Like, there's nothing.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like, what's so interesting about me?
Yeah.
I'm here like anyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah. That bimbo part was a bit annoying lah. Yeah. Like, oh, she's only here because just wanna be cool or whatever. She's not actually smart. When I got my first dean's list, I think that was the best feeling ever. But I worked too hard for that, and like I really had to sacrifice a bit of my mental health just to prove myself wrong at that time and prove people wrong that I'm not dumb.
And we got the ditch list, in your face.
Yeah. So after that,
Ditch
I'm
list.
like, okay lah, cukup lah one dean's list.
One and only lah.
I had two.
Two,
The second
okay.
one was unexpected.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was fine.
Nice.
Hey, Dean's list is 3.7, okay?
Damn, son.
Yeah.
though. Yeah, that's like the best
3.5.
university.
I get 3.5 also, like, there nobody pandang, but if you go to other unis, adalah orang pandang sikit.
Yeah.
It's okay lah. I'm very happy with my results at the end of the day.
You're a high achiever, huh? Would you define yourself as that?
Yes. And also no.
Okay.
I feel like now after my second year, I've learned to tone it down a bit and not be too hard on myself when it comes to results. I do my best, and that's all that matters.
Right.
But I used to be a high achiever in SPM because at that time, I've never gotten straight A's in UPSR, PD3. I've always got 1B.
Damn, PT3.
Yeah, I was first batch of PD3, so there's no PMR.
How young you are. Okay. Right.
So that's why Form 5, I really wanted to push myself. And it was also a bit unexpected that I got straight A's, but I've never studied that hard. I stopped school for 2 months just to self-study.
Oh.
Because I knew I wasn't like absorbing things in school. And it worked for me. I study better when I'm alone. And I study myself. Yeah.
You have a very strong self-control, huh? That you can study all by yourself, alone.
Yeah.
2 months.
My will... No, if there's a will, there's a way. My will that time was insane. Like, I drive to Pustaka every day.
Damn.
And for 1 month, Pustaka was open till 9 p.m. Morning
You
till
stayed
night.
till 9.
I drive.
Dedication.
Because I got my license after my birthday. So I drive lah. Every day.
Ooh,
I memorized the whole sejarah book. It's when I think back, I'm crazy. Yeah. I don't miss a single hour doing nothing. I time my nap time. I time my sleep time. At that time, my sleeping hours would matter a lot. So if I sleep even number of hours, that is when I'm most productive. If I sleep odd number of hours, I cannot function.
All right.
So I sleep 4, 6, and 8 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I would love to extend this conversation.
I know.
But my battery is running out. I cannot plug in because both of my ports are being used for this recording. So, I wish I could extend this conversation. Well, one day lah, part two.
It happens a lot.
Yeah. Never mind. One of the days.
Yeah.
What would be your last words to those who are listening?
Well, you have probably heard a lot of new things about me in this podcast.
Very.
And thanks to Barry for asking a lot of unusual questions.
Yeah.
But that's me. And I hope that you realize how normal I am. I'm just a normal human being. And I'm really grateful for all of you who have been supporting me and like following up with my journey for the past 5-6 years.
Yeah.
So there's a lot more about me that you probably don't know. But maybe in the future, we'll have another session where you can ask more questions.
Yes.
Something that you don't know.
Yeah. I'll open up a forum where everyone throw in your questions. I'll ask Larissa. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
But
part 2.
thank you
Yeah.
for asking questions that people don't usually ask me.
The things that you usually hear, the things that you want to hear, Google it. It's all there.
It's all there.
Yeah. The things that you cannot find is just here. Yeah. All right. So that's it. Episode 40 with Larissa Ping. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast is available. If you love it, please share it to your friends, family members, loved ones. And if you wish to contribute for this podcast, you can cover up some costs to repair, to buy new equipments. You can go to my Instagram bio, click buy me a coffee, and contribute a few dollars there if you could, please. Thank you. And see you in the next episode. Bye bye.